Tuesday, and the market was not going up on a Tuesday. Very, very flat market. We do have FOMC tomorrow, and I think that's part of the reason why. Ended up forcing a trade after sitting around for like an hour and a half, getting a little antsy, forced a trade. Didn't work out. And, you know, take my medicine and walk off with the realization that I'm starting to force trades. So that was the plan. Still kind of wanting to see something happen today, but we'll see if that ends up happening. But as far as my stream goes, one and done trade. We're about to recap it right now. If you didn't know, trades happen live every morning. Market open 8:20 a.m. Central Time. So go hang out at my main channel, Trades by Matt, to watch the streams. It's also the last day for 80% off with code TBM on Apex accounts. I trade 20 of the 50K funded accounts. So it's $37 a pop. If you are watching this after the fact, TBM will still give you the best discount always. All caps TBM. Let's dive into the recap. Yo, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day so far. It's the last day of April. Wow. Good morning though. Gonna have to see what happened yesterday because after the stream I took one more trade and I was done. It was a 2 trade total day for me. I took a little short yesterday. Ended up plus 400 on all the accounts, so 8,000 total or something like that. And I totally checked out because I had meetings the rest of the day. So it looks like we did kind of a whole lot of nothing. We news-wise, if your financial juice was down earlier, you can just click the refresh button and it is back now. We have consumer confidence at 9 o'clock, Chicago PMI at 8:45. We had employment costs at 7:30, which actually kind of yoinked us a little bit. 70, 80 points. Almost, actually, more than that. 90 points. 90 point yoink and a little bit of a retrace so far. We'll see what happens there. A lot of times we retrace news like that, but which is currently happening. I would not be shocked to see us push into VWAP very, very, very quick. Overall, though, opening up below yesterday's value area low as of right now. And below VWAP. That means we press overnight lows. Should be heavy. If we get back inside yesterday's value area low and VWAP, then I'm like, the obvious rotation is honestly not that much more. 50 to 60 points higher into value area high, overnight highs, yesterday's point of control. Once we pop that, it's ups. Most likely, right? Those are the things I'm watching out for this session. But as always, gonna be patient. Gonna wait the first 15 minutes, see what the market's giving us, and do my best and try my best to be patient and wait for what I deem as A+ setups, things I'm very confident in. Lots of different ideas kind of coming together to paint a big picture on which direction it's going to go for the next couple minutes. That's the idea. No greed, base hits, and go from there. This is day 48, I believe. Day 50 is on the 2nd. 49, 48. Yep. Yesterday I completed day 47. I got another payout on Thursday. So I'm on day 48 right now of trading days. Almost 2.5 months deep of physical trading days, which is exciting. What does 1 day to pass with code TBM mean? It means that you eliminate markets are open. Typically there's a 7-day minimum trading period in order to pass the evaluations. With 1 day to pass, that 7 days goes away. It just means that there's no minimum. So if you hit your target today, you pass it today. Today's the last day for it though. So after today, if you don't hit your targets today, no worries. You just need to trade another couple days. You'll be back on the 7-day minimum. But if you hit your targets today, then you pass today. That's all it does. Not shocked by this push into VWAP. Today is the last day for 80% off as well. It'll go down to most likely 70% off with code TBM. Code TBM will always get you the best discount available. 200 million in payouts approaching fast. Yeah, it's crazy, man. The last like 3 months have been parabolic. Last 2 months, really. I haven't seen the total for April yet, but I'm sure it's massive. Dad joke of the day, April 30th, Tuesday, last day of the month. I had a happy childhood. My dad used to put me in tires and roll me down hills. Those were the good years. This calendar is so streaky. It's either like 3 or 4 in a row that are really good, or 3 or 4 in a row that absolutely suck. That one is pretty good. I like that one. I like the police one from yesterday. How much of a delay is in there? How much of a delay is there in this room? You should not trade. No offense, don't do it. Trading revolves around critical thinking and observation skills. You should answer him 30 minutes later. That's hilarious. Matthew Cabral. Do we think he wants to know, chat? How many times are you going to send this today, dude? It's in every single one of my videos. I've talked about it. Way longer of an answer to say all that. Guess what? I don't care. That's like... It's like asking like the most Googleable question of all time. In fact, a question that's on my channel in every single one of my most recent videos. Every single one I talk about it. And then saying, bro, it just takes longer for you to answer that than to tell me to go Google it myself. When the fact of the matter is that I'm trying to help you learn, right? I'm trying to teach you something that's a life skill. It's called being a self-starter, being self-sufficient. If you expect yourself to trade, one, figuring out how much I'm looking for, you could just wait and figure it out, right? Because I'm going to talk about it at some point today. Or you could do a little bit of research on your own and watch any of the other videos and I would have talked about it. Or you can expect handouts. And in trading, handouts just don't work, right? And I answer a lot of questions in here, obviously, and a lot of ones that should just be Googled and all of that. But if you're asking 20 times, I think there's a level of like coachability that probably should come out here. And I'm going to tell you that you need to be a little bit of a self-starter. And you're probably going to be all upset and butthurt, and that's fine. And this goes to not just you, but to everybody in here. That I want us to all be the best versions of ourselves that we can be, right? And part of that means putting in a little bit of work, right? Unfortunately, the hard, cold truth is that most of you won't be around in 6 months. And I'm trying to help you stay longer than 6 months, right? But people that fail to understand how to put in any sort of personal effort in any capacity, they're typically gone in 3. So be the person who puts in some work. Don't ask for everything to be handheld to you. I was talking with my father-in-law about hiring people and for other things that I'm involved in. And he was like, yeah, I typically have about 30% of people who are actually like, and this is after years and years and years of hiring people, 30% of people who are actually like, who I can vet that are self-starters. They ask questions, they go down the rabbit hole of information. They present to me solutions and not just questions. They present to me solutions on questions I didn't even know I had because they think, right? And he said the other 70% are called they're called the 459ers. And the 459ers are the people that don't do anything. They sit around, they're on their phone, and then at 4:59, right before 5 o'clock, they're packing up and they're watching the clock and they're ready to get out. Don't be a 459er. Be a person who's going to go get after it, right? I don't care what job you're in. Any job. Doesn't matter. Be someone who gets after it. There's opportunity everywhere. Be someone who gets after it. It's why I love working with, and like, not to hype up Gary and Andrew that much, and TJ in here. I work with all 3 of those guys regarding TBM. I love working with them, and I've worked with them for years at this point because they get after it. Be a person who gets after it. In rant. But unfortunately, it's a required rant for a lot of people, and a lot of people, like, they just don't want to hear it. They get all pissy. I've just pissed a bunch of people off, and that's fine. Andrew Tate Sigma moment. It's not even Andrew Tate moment, man. It's just like we all in some capacity, every single person in here wants something better for their life. Straight up. We're all trying to trade, right? Why are we trading? It's not because we just want to donate a bunch of money to the market. We're all trying to make money. We're all trying to be the best version of ourselves in some capacity that we can be, right? Obviously that scale is crazy, but we're all trying to be better. We're all trying to make money. Like, we already have what, 2,300 people in here, something like that, who are actively trying to better their current conditions. I feel fine with that speech because of that. I'm not trying to be all Andrew Tate. That's stupid. But I think firing people up who are already fired up in some capacity is absolutely good. Fires me up. Really watching Delta as we approach yesterday's value area low and VWAP and stuff to kind of see what happens. We're surging through it. We got buyers coming through, so we're back in the range. In my opinion, if we were going to push around yesterday's value area low and VWAP when Delta was going to kind of fall off and we are going to get a little divergence, I was totally interested in shorting. But with buyers actually surging through, It's a pointless short. God, I want to take a trade so bad. I just want some opportunity. It's not even that's not true. It's not that I want to take a trade so bad. It's that I want to be able to see a few setups that I can say no to or yes to. Like I just want something that shows that there's opportunity for me. And right now there's just nothing. Makes it hard. What do you tell yourself so that you stay out when there isn't something? I tell myself that if I get in, I'm going to lose money. And that typically helps. I ask myself, why would I get in? If I don't see anything worth taking, why do I need to take something? Typically answers the question for me. Because I start to basically kind of think of myself as an idiot. Only idiots take trades when there's nothing presented in front of them, in my mind, right? No offense. But in my mind, the way that I tell myself to not take trades is that only idiots take trades that don't exist in front of them. So wait for something to exist. And if nothing exists, guess what? There's still movement later today. There will be movement tomorrow. 10 points lower at 48.75 looks pretty interesting to me. The problem is that, like, we're in the middle of the range. And that's what I have to keep reminding myself is like, we're in the middle of the range. Range could absolutely still be borderline getting defined right now for that matter. Markets have been open for an hour and 20 minutes. Can I buy VWAP here? The answer is probably yes. And on this move, if it was just this move right here, it's probably not a terrible buy. But the problem is you got to look left a little bit and just realize that we're like true chopping. That's kind of an interesting spot to me. The untested wick. One that I actually feel pretty okay with having. Same with this 48 buy. Bouncing 49. I talked about 58. I'm looking for 46. 100 block. And okay, I'm in. Six-point smack into value area low. Delta's still kind of heavy. Holding value area low is good. Staying above the prior low is good. Getting back below that, not good. That 100 block, where did it go? Just disappeared? Didn't see it. Find the bottom of the range though. Trying to get some life in Delta. Down 5 points. 3 points. 4 points. I would like to see something like this. Kind of a push back into VWAP, point of control, etc. Middle of the range, basically. But kind of needs a little boost first. It's not doing it yet. IBL is definitely on the table as well. No longer interested. If we make new lows here, I'm not interested after that little sweep. Little hammer on the 1 minute. I want to see us pop this. This is finally somewhat primed for a little pop, but I probably just go get stopped out realistically. That's how it always works. But flip and go. Fifty block at 40. Got that one. Just not doing it. Give it a little longer. See what Delta's doing. Delta's looking all right. starting to go sideways a little bit. Maybe even get some legs if we can flip it green. Flip this candle green in the 5 minute and push. Just not doing it. I'm out. All right, 230. That's gonna be a little over 4 grand. It's 4,600, 4,680. 4,680. No slippage occurred or anything like that. 4,680. I think I'm gonna call it here. I honestly not enjoying the price action. Nice sweep into IBL. Buying IBL there is not necessarily a bad idea. Saved myself, goodness, decent amount of points. An extra 10 points on that. Had a feeling off that prior low. Anyways, I'm not really liking it. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna keep watching. I really want to see something happen today. So I'm definitely gonna keep watching. I'll be watching IBL as we kind of chop around here. I'll be watching Delta. I'll be in Discord talking about it. I just want to go stand up and move around a little bit. I mean, this sweep into IBL with a push out literally might be the thing that pushes up us back into the 60s. I wouldn't be shocked. So we'll see, but I'm going to call it here.